these builds. We've got the Thief over on Hey, oh my god! Someone basically told me how to say it, and now I can't find the chat. Anyway, he's playing Thief. He's going to be going power with Marauder, obviously Deadly Arts, Trickery, and Daredevil. Over to Aurora, who's been fantastic today, and Devastation, Invocation, as well as the static normal build, Surging Rune coming out for him. Remember, some of those sigils have been changed, so if you want to print screen some of this stuff for builds, you need to do it now. If you haven't already, unless they're completely different from Metabout, which is potential. He's playing Rev. Then we go over towards the Elementalist. He's going to be played by Kran, who will be going for the regular build as well. And he's going for Diamond Skin. There is a couple of different changes we could see, but Gale Song was obviously nerfed as well, I think, as far as I know. Remember? We'll see as well Grim Cram, who will be over on the Druid. There is no Druid over on rank 55, so it's going to be interesting to see that difference. It's going to go Mendes, Static, Normal build, Beast Mastery, Nature Magic, and Druid there. And Zeon, who will be playing Mesmer, Inspiration, Illusions, and Chronomancer. Going for Sage Amulets with Adventure. So this is the difference between himself and Helseth. Sage and Adventure versus Sage and Adventure. There is no difference, so I'm going to be quiet now. I was hoping there was going to be, but apparently there isn't. But we've seen that rune used a lot in recent names. I'm going to force it in 3 minutes. I've warned them, and they have until 56.
Sorry, I was just sparring with Helseth in his but yeah yeah, it's interesting matchup with these guys. Hopefully it will be a fun match.
The match starts soon.
Okay, here we go. They're itching to get in, but apparently they don't want to ready up. There you go. Is that your fault? Because you're trying to 1v1 people. Anyway.
Me? Oh, no.
No, it's not your fault. It's all right. Okay, let's get into the map. Let's see what's happening. Rank 55, first performance we've seen on stream for the day. If this is one of your teams that you want to support, remember, these two teams could be getting the benefit of your money, of your donations. !DEU to get that prize pool over 500 and up closer to $1,000. Let's do this, because NA are kicking your asses right now. I'm saying that word. And that's what's happening. I moved to NA, so what's going on?
Okay.
Anyway.
Here's what happened. We all know how hyped this match is going to be, right? And Syndronair is going to be one of the main players in this match. So here's what we're going to do. That's like we did in the last match where we said for every kill that Tiskin got, let's do it for Syndronair. Every time Syndronair makes a killer play where he just downs someone and it just changes the match, we give $1 each. Every commenter, every person in the viewer just donate at is it !DEU, right?
Yep.
All right. There we go. For every awesome play that Syndronair does, !DEU.
Or every time Helseth dies. That just happened.
Oh,
on the other side of the map.
Every time Helseth dies. Boom.
Every time Helseth dies. Downstate, Zeon over towards the quarry as well. As we go on with the cast of this game, we have a 2-cap coming out still for rank 55 killer piece. Lord Helseth is back in the map though, and pressure coming out potentially from this blue team over on the other side. Zeon potentially, looks like they were trying to rescue him at the time, but they want to try and keep them over on this side of the map, give him chance to respawn. Helseth will go for the decap over on the waterfall. No one is going to contest that. They want to keep fights even elsewhere, although Cramp is going to move over towards that node. Snowball still on midpoint. Fantastic. Phenomenal Elementalist, obviously playing for Vermilion back in the day in Pro League, but still very much with us as we are in this tournament for the day. And Aurora having big problems. Heal comes out. It's not going to be enough. He got so much pressure on him. Aurora is going to be going down from the cleave and the amount of damage as well. As we see 4 members currently around this node. Kran needs to get out of here. You're going to see the Druid 1v1 versus Helseth. We're going to see as well, Aeon is potentially going over there to +1, but there is a storm coming over towards this side. Over towards the midpoint. Zeon is going to be 1v3 if he's not careful. Elementalist is going to rotate over with Helseth towards Waterfall potentially through that portal to just sustain that node. Good rotation from rank 55 over to Waterfall.
Yeah, it seems like just the power of rank 55 is their rotations, especially with Helseth being there. He knows how to work the map, especially with Syndronair being there. He knows how to work the map. Both these players are like masters of rotation and supporting the teams. This is what when you want to take an example of someone who's good at playing the game, these are the guys to take examples from, especially Syndronair. His rotations are top notch. Of course, as every player can do, you can make mistakes, and it's okay as long as most of your gameplay is top notch. So if you're going to look for good rotations, these guys are it. Like every death, like for instance, when the Helseth died, it wasn't like they lost the map entirely. They actually got a 3-cap from that one, from death. So yeah, I'm gonna go on to describe a lot of the things they're doing, but let me just praise them a bit there. And
but look at the moment, they are able to get that point over towards the quarry. Zan has been taken out here. They want to try and snowball back over towards mid, as Misha still tries to get some of those recaps going. They want to keep the kills coming. I think that's a good idea for them to do right now. But they've got so much focus on the quarry that they've been able to get an easy decap. Lord Helseth now has been there 3 or 4 times easily, especially twice after respawning back into the map. And they've actually, like you said, I think they've been surviving these kills that they've been coming onto rank 55 really, really well, because they're just straight up rotating better than them at the moment. Yeah. Snowball's being focused hard as well. He's trying to get out of there. Swelling Wind's coming up as well. He's going to vapor away, potentially through a portal. There we go, old school. That's been happening for a long time with Helseth. We're going to see the port back.
Thief is coming in though.
That's good. That's fantastic. He's been great today. He's going to try and cleave. Is he going to be able to get the kill on Helseth as well? I want to see what happens here.
Because this doesn't look like Helseth's going to get that res at all.
I don't know. Distortion.
Nope. That cleave from Aeon is just too good. The number one, they improved the damage on that. So someone like Helseth, who's not got a good amulet for defense, isn't going to survive just that number 1 spam, and he goes down as well. And this seems like the blue team is coming back, but I won't count the red team out.
I don't think the thing is I like the thief going over there. Fantastic, like he did a great job. But the rest of the team coming over as well, I don't think was that necessary. They do get 2 kills elsewhere. Misha, downstated, is killed out. Lord Helseth as well, over towards the side. We've got a 2-cap in the very least coming out from this team versus rank 55, or what I would like to call the super epic team of Pro League players versus this team. This team we have not seen much from, really, in the past couple of years. There are various players who have played in Pro League, but this is 3 out of 5 of rank 55's lineup. If we see them get to another level, probably in automated tournaments, where they can dominate. And at the moment, this team has a 2-cap over them, and they're playing fantastically well. The Thief being one of the main men on this blue team, who's absolutely commanding and needs to be. And at the moment, I'm actually seeing more of this guy than I'm seeing of Sind.
Well, yeah, it seems like it's a case of when your entire team is dying, you have to make sure that you rotate to the right places. And I think Sind is just being careful. He's being careful.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, the reason is because Sind is quiet. He's an assassin. He's still getting those decaps, and he is one of the main men who's actually keeping them in this game, along with Helseth on the sides at the moment. I'm still not seeing. I'm seeing some impact from Misha, but right now I'm just seeing some great play coming out from this blue team. And I think as we start to go on, we're going to see how influential Zan's going to be as well. But you know, at the moment on midpoint, Epen Kran could go down. He's versus many, and he survives that. Look at that support coming out from Aurora. Absolutely fantastic, but it's too much. He used his elite in the end as well. He's got nothing to knock back. Can they get the quick res up? And we are going to see him try and vapor form away. That's a weird one. It's too much cleave. They need to get out of there and rotate out. Aaron does as well. He goes over towards the waterfall to check that, and now this is rank 55's chance to try and snowball this map back into their favor.
Yeah. I'm just watching Misha right now, seeing how he's doing on the Necro. And so far, he seems to put a lot of pressure onto the right targets, like putting pressure on to Eon or Kran right there. He pretty much caused his death single-handedly there with all the pressure that he was putting on there alongside Helseth too. So yeah, he's doing a great job being the Negro. You would expect that someone who's been playing Mesmer for... What do you think? So,
No, sorry. I was looking at the rotation over towards Quarry because there's so much going on as we try and discuss and like have some kind of theory that there's so much occurring right now.
Don't feel free to interrupt anytime. Like
it's all good. I feel bad, but Misha has been taken out over towards mid. Now this is what blue team needs to do: is the Elementalist going to try and keep this versus Helseth? It's only versus Helseth. I think they really need to rotate over there, try and take advantage of the fact they've taken out Misha, and it's going to take a Misha a while to get to mid or towards the waterfall. And the Druid potentially, he's going to go to mid. Kran potentially is going to cap the waterfall. If they keep Helseth busy, I mean, Sind is coming over with Zan as well. They need to be careful how they approach this, the blue team. Are they going to try and overtake mid and snowball over towards the waterfall? We'll have to wait and see. It's an important decision to make right now. But actually, we are going to see Xeon go for the decap over waterfall. Sorry, on the quarry. And has he got Portal ready to place? Let's just have to look for 2 seconds. He hasn't. It looks like he might put it down, though. And now rank 55 stretched across the map. Lord Helseth, will he get rest here? Is very, very close. He's on half HP. The cleave is superior.
Doesn't seem like it. Nope.
From this blue team.
Yeah, it's crazy. Xeon making the right choice. They're going too far to decap that. And unfortunately, with Helseth dying there, they are going to get snowballed in mid. And with that, they are on the back foot. Now the question is, how will they rotate? They have already Syndrome is making a great play right now, forcing back the Xeon onto the node. 2 people. Yep. Therefore, they can outnumber mid right now. Misha is already down though, which unfortunately.
Oh, he's getting rest. He's back up. Zan there with the power. Good job from him. He was really important in that.
That might give them a chance to win, but I think it's slowed them down. Okay, Aurora's down. Yep. This, and then we've got Zan moving to the far node to mine, forcing Xeon to stay there, meaning that they could steamroll mid, given a lot more time. I think they're doing that right now.
And now the Ellies are both out of it. Look, Ahene, I think that's how you say it apparently.
Yeah.
He's trying to +1 the Elementalist. He's not going to get that done quickly. I think that he needed to move over towards Quarry. I think this could be a move which is not going to, which maybe what the decision wasn't fantastic, but maybe Xeon said that he should go to Waterfall because he felt that he wasn't going to be able to win that. Is Aurora going to be able to get onto Quarry though? He is. Was this a great move though? Because they're now going to have to regroup. The thing is, they're chasing him. They're both chasing Aurora all over the point. So actually, he's done well to just hold that point in their favor. Now they have a choice again. Do they go mid, go close to actually protect Waterfall, keep the capture point in their favor, maybe get a kill out onto Misha or Helseth, snowball back over towards mid. We are going to see Xeon coming in versus Snowball. Really, it's just to keep Snowball over on mid, I think. Obviously, he's not going to be able to kill him. But Ahene is going to come over to mid, try and quick +1 this, and it looks like they might get it.
Yeah,
there you go.
It seems like
he needs to stay there. Stay there. He needs to cleave. It's Zan. You need to keep your car. Don't let Zan rest. There you go. He left.
He got the rest.
Put the pressure on Zan. Yeah, he should have put the pressure on Zan as he came in. I'm surprised that actually happened because he did really well over towards Waterfall. Just a little bit of a misplay, maybe potentially from him. Maybe he felt that Zan was going to get the rest. Anyway, Sind has been taken out elsewhere as we move over towards Quarry. Favor back in to the point of Invictus now, as Invictus might actually run away from this game. Zan downstate, Helseth downstate over towards the midpoint.
Yes.
Sin just coming back in. This game is hype, guys. Get those donations in because, you know, maybe rank 55 ain't getting none of that today.
It's crazy because the rotations from the blue team have been on point as well. I was just going to say now I've lost everything I was going to say because I was just paying attention to everything. But it seems like they have made the right choices so far. Unfortunately, I can't give you details because I've just lost everything for some reason.
I think, Aurora is just being a complete... I was going to swear now, I'm sorry. I'm so glad I didn't. It's still on my stream, but I'm trying to be professional. But it's ridiculous how so many of these guys on this team, I think the Thief, the Rev are playing fantastically well. I think Xeon is actually making some good plays himself by keeping the Elementalist at bay at times, by taking Snowball away from some of those fights. He goes down again over towards mid from before. I think Sind, I'm not sure about what happened to Sind before. I think that was actually Aurora combination of the Thief as they were moving over towards mid as well. But At the moment, we have one cap apiece, 100-point lead almost for this team of Invictus. But Zin goes down over towards the midpoint. Sindlo with Elsef as well. And we're going to see him going for the decap over towards Quarry. They command this back into their favor. But as Elsef moves out of the point, they
great rotation from Elsef there.
It was good, but at the moment, does this mean that they potentially lose mid? But I think you're right. It was better than anything else because Xeon has gone down once again. Even though Helsef isn't there, the Druid pulled away from the blue team and they didn't have as much sustain over on mid because he wanted to keep that point contested. The Thief is going to go for the full cap on the waterfall. Now mid is, they need to be so careful about whether or not they sustain this now because they are 2v3.
The idea was that, it's like I said before, alluding to before, if you go and decap a node, you force the enemy team to make a choice. Commits to the fight they're winning or whatever they're doing in the mid, or go and decap or cap a different node. And that choice splits up the enemy team, either splits up the enemy team or bundles them up, allowing the other team to actually make it also another choice, whether they go for the side nodes or they remain with the team and win whatever fight they're winning there. So far, I wonder, I'm just looking at the choice they've made so far and seeing if it's working for them. It doesn't seem like it is. It seems that blue team, since they're in the lead, they're actually more relaxed in putting their resources into two nodes rather than splitting themselves apart. Because they sent the Grimgram to mine. He died there, but at least...
Dude! It's all happening now, right now.
Oh, they're going to the point. They're going to the.
Exactly, they're going to the Lord right now. Zan and also Helsef trying to pull over. Sind is there as well. If they do not get this Lord kill, this will be game over. They still don't have 350 points either. Quarry will be decapped, but if they pull them into the boss, they'll get the kills as well. I'm not sure. I think this is a distraction tactic to rush blue team over towards these gates and come back.
They won't be able to come back even if they did that. It's 50 seconds. It's impossible.
Yeah. Sorry, the time has completely run away.
Yeah.
Wow, again, like this is how tanky these games have been actually as well. They're quite sustained. They're still desperate to try and get this Lord kill. It's still potentially true. They just need to get the win on the Lord and they will win this game. All of this team need to move over towards this point. They can still lose it if they don't defend the Lord, but no one has actually moved over there.
They all died. It's over.
Zan and Misha are down. Rank 55 have lost their first game in this semi-final. I've got my hands in the air. It's like, what? Oh, they're still going. 8 seconds. Not sure it's going to happen, boys. Not sure it's going to happen. But this is the first game of the series. This is Legacy of the Foefire. There's 2 games left.
What I want to see is the statistics. How many times did how many deaths, how many kills did people get? Do we get statistics in this game?
I don't think we can see the individual kills. No, we can only see who was awarded what. Sind gets kills, obviously, as well as Aurora revives and whatnot. I mean, it's difficult. Those stats are, not really indicative of how the game goes.
No. I was just trying to say, guys, Syndrina got so many kills, guys. Come on, please, give us some dollars. Dollars.
Okay.
But yeah, unfortunately, they didn't win that match. I'm not sure what the problem was. It seems that the blue team had a good rotation going. But the red team also did have the fact that Xeon and the rest of the team didn't focus on 3 nodes at once probably was the key there, because they didn't overcommit to any going to far or keeping far decapped, all that sort of stuff. If they were losing that fight, they'll lose that. They'll let that fight be gone and hold on to the nodes they have, and that was the key there, I think, to them winning. So it depends on how Hellset and the rest adapt to that. And I think I remember, I think they said Legacy is the weakest map, maybe, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's twists and turns. I mean, the thing is, again, it's that kind of thing where you've still got different people in the team. I think, obviously Snowball and Helseth, but still, these guys they know each other pretty well. They've played them in tournaments. I think, that's, I do want to say still there is a little bit of getting used to that. NG was really nerfed. I mean, it is still been nerfed, it's had 2 of its gyros nerfed, the extension of the cooldowns. It's had bunker down nerfed. Protection injection was extended by 5 seconds on the cooldown on the trait. There's a lot that's been nerfed to that. And there is this question about whether or not Scrapper is still good. Is it still useful? But this is Zan. Zan is a Scrapper in real life.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's a Scrapper in real life, you know.
You know, I mean, this is the thing. Like, and what do you want to do? I mean,
yeah, I think Zan, just as
say Zan don't play Scrapper. You know, I'm not gonna do that.
No, I was just saying, just like the Tiskin's match, we saw them. I think they lost 1 and then they won the other 2. So it's not a case of, you know, Scrapper is definitely bad. It's just a case of
course,
what do you put the Scrapper, where do you put the Hellset, where do you put the Snowball, where do you put the Misha, and all those things. Like if you put them in the right places at the right times, and you play off of that, any situation that turns up, you're able to counter or react. Then, I'm just talking obvious things here, but you know, these are pro players. They should know that. They already know that.
Yeah. So we're looking at some specific people right now for both teams to really show us what they've got in this game. And both Fiefs, obviously, we're going to be ridiculously important. I mean, I think Ahene is this guy. I've heard of him and I've seen him from here and there. Like, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm mixing up his account with someone else, but he's just playing ridiculously well. Aurora is just rinsing everyone. It's just amazing to see these names come in. And this is hype for the all-made tournaments, if not for the tournament scene. And just to see these players. So this is really, really fantastic. We think 1K viewers or so. Let's get to 1K donations at least to get these boys some money for entering this tournament today. Make sure you do that. !DEU as we move over towards the mansion. Aurora trying to pick up a potential kill on Lord Hellseth, who is quite low, moving back over towards this mid cap. They pick up the windmill, and we will see a 2 cap for this red team of rank 55, and that was nice.
Right now, I'm just going to keep track of every kill that team gonna get, so I can, every time when we end the match, I'm going to just say, guys, Syndrome has killed 25 people. Please give $1 each for every kill, please. Thank you. But yeah, moving on. So far, it seems the red team have got those 2 caps right now, and they're pushing into the 3rd node like we said they would, as pro players do when they already know the game. They just get the 2 nodes and they push for that 3rd node to force the enemy team into a corner. Now it's a question of how the blue team reacts, Invictus reacts, and so far in the last match they reacted really well. And at the beginning of the last match as well, Hellset and his team, they had the 2 cap, they had 3 cap in fact, and all of a sudden that switched around. So let's see how it goes. I think
this is a different story altogether. I mean, they're trying to regroup over towards the mansion, which is actually something rank 55 would do, and then on every occasion, whenever they played this map, they would do that. So actually, we're seeing Invictus play a very similar tactic, trying to come back into the game, not let them get down as they start to run away with the 2 cap. We do see the D cap over on the other side of the map though, from Windmill, from Grim as well. So he's going to keep Zan. So Zan is very much going to be the 1v1 man. I mean, at the moment, people asking about Zan's build. It's the same as it's always been. The only difference is the sigils, which are going to be Sigil of Battle and Sigil of Cleansing. Although Zan is always mixed between Menders and Paladins, he's playing Menders. Lord Hellseth potentially going down, but he doesn't. He gets out of that situation by the tiniest edge of HP. But the thing is, Aurora elsewhere does go down. Xeon, very low HP, over towards the windmill as well, as we have a look over towards this elementalist of Kran, who's having an infinite amount of problems, and Sin is just hunting him down. It's like he's got a bounty on the top of his head, and he wants that money. He wants that money.
Sin just turned around because I think he was going to get, so there's no point in chasing him there. But it's interesting to see how the rank 55 is able to control the map and keep Invictus from getting anything so far. It's just, like I said, I think Legacy was the harder map for them, and so far in this map they've been able to just hold that control and keep the entire map neutral, except for that one point until now. So, and they've got mid now, so it's just literally a rotation thing. And Legacy of the Fourfire has that thing where you can see the whole map for just one corner of it, so it's easy to move across it. But here you cannot, you don't have that visual. You have to depend on people like Syndrome And Hellset's
like the
actually-
verticality of the map. Completely agree. I mean, Sind is just being a boss right now. I mean, he's the power coming out from him right now. I mean, Aurora is had so much pressure. They know they need to put him down, and the focus on him is pretty strong. Venom comes out onto Sind. He is out of there quickly. Doesn't want to get focused on that. Really is to save Aurora rather than going for the damage and the kill potentially on him. Aurora will be taken out here. He's trying his best to try and avoid that damage coming out from Hellset, but it drops down. Xeon comes in for the rest. Can they get this here? Here comes Kran. He's coming in. Distortion, and Sin tries to get in there, but they do cleave him out in the end with assistance from Misha. Should be taken out, and they've got kill by kill by kill, and their rank 55 dragons are showing them that they're here in this tournament to win it. They are saying that first game, just forget about it again. Just sweep that under the table. That table is tiny, and we will not remember that game. To crush you 2-1, and now they want it. And then Xeon again. They've got, like I said, they've got kill after kill after kill. They're pushing their home node as well. They are literally taking. They're taking the piss basically, but they want to end this, get on to the next round, and that is going to be. And I'm not saying that the game's over, but it feels like it right now, boys. Forest is going to be the next one. Still Battle of Kylo, 250 almost reached by rank 55. Invictus have not scored a point for a good old while. Helsef goes down, but the power res over on this mansion node is real. And just checking out where Zan is starting to come on. They don't want a team fight with this boy involved, and they are going to be 4v5 unless they get people out of this capture point. They want to distract them to the point where, you know, they can survive and move out. But the decaps now, as Ohene is moved over to mid. He's got decap there, windmill as well. And rank 55 are just being aggressive. They're just showing dominance right now. They're claiming their territory and just trying to defeat the morale of Invictus and what they took from that first round. And it works to a degree. But at the end of the day, the Thief, still being professional, moves out to the map, gets the decaps, now comes back in potentially with the kill on Helsef. He does a good job moving to a place where the Thief cannot port, and that's a fantastic save. That's really good. And Zan comes in for the save as well. And Helsef, I've got to give it to him. He did play that pretty well right there. And now we see over on the top of the point, just still congestion over on this mid node. I will stop talking now. So, when rank 55 had the 3 cap just a few minutes ago, the blue team decided to just force a team fight on the mansion, and this might seem like a bad idea, but when you're getting destroyed that much, it is good to force the team fight to see if you can actually win that team fight. Unfortunately, it turned into a stalemate, and they couldn't actually push that quick enough, so the Thief had to go and decap the nodes, and that's what forced the rest of the team from rank 55 to go and get those nodes back. So that was them like depressuring themselves, allowing them to try and win the team fight again. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like they're going to be able to, because Engineer just got his 6th or 5th kill, I don't know, right now. So I'm keeping track, but yeah, it's crazy. This game's run around they run away from them, and to be honest, at the moment, Grim is having all kinds of problems. I mean, they're trying to regroup where they can, but they're being caught out in roads at times. Ohene is trying his best to get that decap over towards the windmill. They're guarding it like an absolute mean man at the moment.
And it's all about the mobility. It's all about the mobility of Syndraneer and Hels on this map, and the lack of visual aid that that was in the last match. You can't see things coming at you, therefore you cannot prevent it as easily. So it's really playing in the favor of Syndraneer and the style of play he has. I wonder how the next match will play out as well.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? You cannot see this team coming back right now. Look, Helsef could potentially be taken out. And really, the synergy and actually just, the healing potential coming out, that was good. Being nice about Helsef, got to stop doing that. Over towards the match, I'll just keep away from him for now. Zan escapes and will be absolutely fine. This is obviously Aurora trying to hold that cap. Xeon now, 2 side caps as well. If they keep hold of mid, they should be absolutely fine to continue and win this game and go on to the 3rd game in the series anyway, but I don't think they're going to leave them with that. So we see things settle down a little bit here, like the potential focus is going to be on Aurora. I've noticed in this game that the focus really, they've been trying to put Aurora down as much as possible, because it was quite influential in that last game along with their Thief, obviously, as well. But
yeah, you can see from watching Syndraneer's perspective the entire time, you can definitely see that he has a definite lock onto the Ellie, because they know that that's one of their main supports, and you can't easily take out a Grimcam because of all the stealthing and everything. But the Ellie you can because once he's used his flesh and his reflects and his invulnerabilities or his elites as well, he's gonna go down. So just making him waste those things on himself, and then you can just easily take him out. Then or you can take everybody else out around him because he can't heal anyone after that. So yeah, it's a really good choice on their part to focus the Ellie there.
Still a cap apiece. Over on this windmill node, it's all to play for, as the point is contested. Xeon comes over as well. And they've stalemated the game, but that's about it really in the moment. They're not really being able to make any leaps and strides. I mean, Sin, look at that stealth getting out Snowball, so it could just regen a little tiny bit of health. He's got his heal coming up now, and now the pressure is back onto El. That pressure that came onto him, the thief, really allowed Snowball to escape and get his health back up and come back in with the support, which only snowballs this fight further into the favor of rank 55 Dragons. Aurora now has to disengage. It's really going to be the nail in the coffin, I think, for this game. Obviously, we've got 5 minutes left, but a slow lead starts to mount up.
I think it's
Grim as well, down for the count.
I think it's funny because Syndrome literally hasn't been pressured. Only in the beginning he was pressured, and after that it was like sailing for him. He could do anything he wanted without getting focused down, and that I think might have been also part of the problem as well. Because if you can shut down Syndrome, you can actually shut down most of their DPS, and he just got his 10th kill, I think, right now. Or, yeah, that's
he's been the monster in this game. That's for sure.
Of course, he's got other kills as well, probably that I didn't pay attention to because I was busy talking or busy looking at some other parts of the map. But so far, 10 kills that I definitely recorded. Yep, he's beasting around here.
So, after this game, I mean, in terms of, there's not much point talking about this game. This game's done. And in terms of this game as well, they need to learn some lessons quite quickly because they've got one more game in this series to make their lives easier if they win this, and potentially if they win the next game, which is going to be the final of the winner bracket. That's not the final, the grand final, but the final of the winner bracket to send people back down and to have that advantage in the grand final, which we're going to see in a bit. Now, what lessons do these guys need to learn? I mean, right there, rank 55 just pulled them apart. Like, they got kill after kill after kill, leading up to about, 300 or 400 points. And then the game kind of stagnated because they pushed Mansion and they started to lose the nodes because the Thief wanted to move out and get the decaps to pull them back into the map and try and bring things up. But they were just dominating them through most of that game.
Well, what they have to learn so far is, when rank 55 gets their 2 cap, there's something they always do. They always force you to snowball onto that final node because you know that that's the only node you have. You're desperate for it. You want to keep it. Blah blah blah. I think that is the clinching point. That's where they get you in their trap. They keep you in a cycle of trying to keep that one node. So if you're smart enough to snowball them or force them away from that node, force them away from that tactic, you might have a chance at beating them. And I think they did that in Legacy Before Fire initially because they could see how people were rotating and they could counter it. But because they couldn't see where people were rotating, it was kind of like more, and like I said, Sindri knows how to move across that map easily. And in this map, Forest of Niflhel, it's also going to be the same thing. That's just a question of, can Invictus play with their eyes closed? That's the question.
Yeah, I know what should I say. Also, I didn't realize that you had the cameras on me. I thought we were still in game, so that's why I had the cheeky vape. Sorry, guys. Okay, but anyway, pop it in chat. Well, there we go. Get used to it, guys. This is the thing that happens. I can't go out and have a smoke when I have a break. I don't smoke anymore, so I gave up. But anyway, professionalism at its finest. Guys, do not forget, as we wait for someone else to come back into game, they just need to restart their PC. Good thing I won't pick in my nose or anything. Make sure you go !DEU to donate to the EU tournament. Let's see how far you guys have pushed this actually up. I'm not sure how far we have. We're at $518, really? NA has been at $1,000 before we even hit this tournament live today. You guys as a whole have raised $23 today. I'm disappointed in you. I know you can do better.
Hellset got, sorry, not Hellset, Syndrome got 10 kills, guys. you know, $1 for each kill. Come on, guys. Come on.
Yes, I mean,
$1 for
there
each
we
kill.
go. There we go. So let's try and get that donation goal up further. There's 1,000 of you. If you all added $1, that's $1,000 for these guys. Are you gonna let NA beat you? Are you gonna let that happen? Because it's happening. It's happening right now. Okay, we can head back into game in terms of what the viewers are seeing. But it seems like we're still waiting for the thief on Invictus right now. So we are going to show you the next semi-final as well. So Legacy of the Fofar, Battle of Kylo and Forest are your rotations for... is your map rotation for this round. The final will be Forest, Legacy of the Fofar, and then Temple of the Silent Storm. Then we're going to show you the lower bracket, obviously, the grand final of that, and then we'll go to the grand final, the overall grand final, sorry, for the rest of this tournament. Otherwise, good stuff. Wow, chat's going crazy. It's great to see you guys coming out for this tournament as well today. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah,
still
thank you for watching,
the
guys.
thief at the moment. Is there anything else I want to say? Oh yeah, NA is going to be next Sunday, guys. So make sure that you check out NA. It is going to be later. It's going to be 2 p.m. EST. Yeah, that's the right time zone. So it's going to be East Coast 2 p.m. in America. It's going to be 11 a.m. Pacific, and it will be about 10 p.m. BST. So BST is UK time, and you can work it out from there. It'll be 11 p.m. CEST. So quite late for EU. But yes, we can ready up. And we can get into this game, which will be the last game of this series. Rank 55 versus Invictus. Let's see how well this goes. We've got a lot of people. Oh, we've got all the admins watching at the moment. I am hoping so anyway, because otherwise that's an issue. It is though, don't worry guys, it's fine. Because at the moment the tournament has come to a bit of a halt. So let's go. Have a looking at Misha and Sind actually just splitting. They've been obviously we've seen them on the Sind stream queuing a lot of duo queue over in the ranked queue, of course. So
they're just got destroyed.
Just like that.
Oh, I missed that actually.
Three people just it's like everyone just buried Hellset. It was
it's just something I don't like to miss, really, unfortunately. Sind over on towards this mine node as well is doing a fantastic job with Zan as he +1. Xeon has to get away, phase retreats and blinks out, but they haven't seen Graham yet, so he's going to offer us up some support in terms of being the elementalist, of course. Xeon being hard focused here as well, as that focus switches back onto him. Should be absolutely fine. Puts down Chaos Storm. He's going to put down his heal on point. Absolutely fine now. And they should be able to get something going on this mine node. They do have an issue over on the other side of the map, though, as Helseth does come out for the decap. Going for far. Pushed far a lot in over on Legacy of the Fofar as well. So it's no Fanta pushes far anymore. It's Helseth push far. So that's the thing. It seems to be working for him at the moment. Sin comes over with power as he tries to get the down potentially onto Grim. Needs to back away potentially as well. Needs to be careful.
Red team got a
And yeah, all is good and well. And now Grim, he's going to have to bail completely. Lord Helseth can come up and offer assistance. Even though we saw the kill coming out on some members there, we do still see the 2-cap coming out for this team, which we saw early on Legacy of the Fofar as well. Looks like they might potentially get the decap over in mid though as they start to get the kills. Zan taken out over on the mine, of course, gets the respawn back out. We are going to see the down coming out into Snowball. And he's not going to get out of there. He does jump back up top though. Here comes the red from Misha. Should be easy. Do they not know where he is? No interrupts. He's got Reaper Shroud trying to get the stab, but the thief pushes him away. Fantastic job. And Zan coming back over to the mine means that he needs to make sure. Well, Xeon came over obviously to try and defend that node, but needs to back off point. What's happening in CMH elsewhere?
Blue team grabbed the
You're
capture
muted, I
point.
think.
So I was just talking about the res there that was coming out from Misha, almost coming out from Misha there, and them teleporting back quickly enough to stop that. That was well played from them, realizing their mistake and getting back there in time, and that is going to cause them to get a 2-cap right now because Zan is not going to be able to stay on that mine node long enough. Actually, Misha is rezzing right now, so they might actually stay there to hold that fight. So that's going to be interesting. Right now, they're taking their henge node back. So it's going to be a stalemate, and they're currently in the lead. So they're learning from their mistakes right now. It seems normally by now, rank 55 would have the 2 cap, will hold it, and they'd be forcing the stalemate on one node. But right now, it doesn't seem like that. It doesn't seem like that's the case. So yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, Zeon now down low, over in Rhodes. Is he going to get some support here? Doesn't look like it. Zeon's here as well to offer up some kind of support. Obviously, Helseth went down elsewhere. They're trying to get the res or think about it. He is getting power. Res back up. It looks like it's going to be good, and maybe they could turn this team fight into their situation, into their favor. As that's happening, we're going to see the FIFA over on this blue team actually get the decap as well. So even if they lose a man, they might actually be okay here. Great portal over towards that point now, but Sin is trying to get the decaps here. Sorry, over on the mine it was Sin getting the decap. My bad. But actually, I think I confused myself. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, there were 5-point gap. It is going to be Henge over to the blue team. Invictus mid is going to be held by rank 55. Zan is dropping quite low, but still got that heal turret. Although he didn't gain a massive amount out of that. I think we're going to see another rotation over towards this mine node, actually, as we see them just gathering over towards, just over in the roads between mid and Henge. And it looks like they're having a party over here, but they are actually trying to take out Kran. And now Grim is in a world of pain, potentially, although he is probably going to get out of this unscathed. They're trying to outnumber over on this right side. Look at this. Zan is just an absolute monster. He's just trying so hard. And look at that heal from Snowball. Quality play from Zan. He was 1v3, wasn't he? And he survives that and holds the point. No, it doesn't hold the point, but he distracts 3 members of this blue team. And why did they do that? In the end, they lose another player, they lose Grim, and now this is where rank 55 can potentially start to snowball the map as they get a couple of kills under their wing. And they did this as well, potentially as in Battle of Kylo. If they can get Zan down, this would be a nice kill for them to pick up. They should be able to. No, okay, maybe not. Rocket charge through the healing turret. He's just hiding in the bushes, the grassy knoll as we're going to call it, and now he's taken out elite knockback. And that's going to be a 2 cap for rank 55. They're still not letting it take him down. There's 2 points in it at the moment.
Oh, snap.
55 dragons.
Oh, snap. I'm so sorry.
No.
So Aeon came in to come and support Grimcram on the side note by killing Helseth. As soon as he landed the steal, Sinjinair comes in with his own steal on top of that to blow him up, and it was glorious, absolutely glorious stuff.
He didn't know, thankfully. And actually, Snowball goes down mid. They're taking over this point right now, and Zeon back versus Zan, and this is going to be another fantastic probably switch up, but Grim goes down elsewhere over on this Henge point. There are kills being traded all over the map at the moment. Still the lead is in favor of rank 55. They stretch it to by about another 10 points or so over towards this mine point. We do see the 2 cap now as well. The Thief moving over towards mid to support Kran and actually help out the Elementalists as they keep this point. Although Cindy's right in there, just trying to get some damage off, waiting for people to arrive. Let's have a look what's coming down on the bottom. Aurora is trying to keep Misha and Snowball away, but they're going for the push on Zan, keeping the Ellie over on mid. And they need to think about their rotation now. What is the Ellie going to do? It feels like they want to pull the Ellie over towards fast, so Sin can go mid, decap, get that decap, move over maybe to help Lord Helseth to actually +1. But the thing is, Sinjinair could go down here as the blue team Thief is right on his back. Stealth comes out from him and Sind is away, knowing they can't put that pressure on that he would need to. But the thing is, rank 55 do win that fight in the end. And Ohene cannot get that kill. Great job from him. Helseth does go down on the other side though, but it is 1v3.
This is what they need to do. Yeah, this is what they need to do. Like from the beginning, they've been playing like I suggested, where they did not allow themselves to get stalled in one node. Although they did it once where they were trying to kill Zan, and they realized their mistake after a few seconds, obviously. But they were able to come back from that, and now they are holding those 2 nodes. Another point in which they realized their mistake and didn't repeat the mistake they did in the other match. They made sure when they were 1v1ing Helseth, they left Grimcram there with him, and focused on the other nodes. I think that's the reason that they're doing so well right now. Not focusing on, oh, we can take out Hellset, let's do that, and run off the other nodes. Because if they do that, it just gets snowballed and it's not good. So what they're doing right now, absolutely amazing. Well done on their part, and hopefully we'll see a long match right now and a very intense finish.
Oh, look at the Moa onto Crab. Although the damage comes back onto Helseth, he can't do anything else about that. He's just trying to survive. He's pulling them over towards this henge node. What's he going to do with his portal here as well? Are we going to see some kind of portal usage? Blurred Frenzy comes out as well. He's not got his heal off. No continuing split either. It looks like he's just trying to distract as well as the moment as he tries to survive. Still the 2-cap, and their lead extends by 50. And when I say lead, I mean Invictus. Moa comes out onto Misha over on this midpoint as well. Swirling Winds. They've got loads of damage potential on him, but the heal comes out and they are outnumbered on this node. They take the kill out to Lord Helseth. Xeon's low on mid, but they're going to be fine here. All 3 members starting to haul ass over towards this midpoint. They want to destroy rank 55 right here. If they can do it, they will push rank 55 into this bottom bracket. Misha so close to low HP and will go down here and will be taken out. This is an absolute thrashing of rank 55 over towards mid. They have 2 members down now. Well, can they get more kills? Can they rotate back into a position where they can keep the map in their favor? Although Sind has gone over to Henge for a decap, which will definitely keep them in this game. The game is not over by any.
Snap!
What happened?
No, I'm just talking about the moment you're speaking. It's just so amazing. I mean, look at the map. It's they are in the Invictus is in the lead, and rank 55 is just
still get
lead.
decapped. Like the rank 55 did great there to still keep a cap. Like this is the thing. Like I've really at times I feel like they're hanging out a little bit too long after they grab that kill. They need to disperse if they're going to get the cap, or they're going to take close back. They're going to hold those positions. Then they need to make those decisions a little bit quicker, like snap decisions. You cannot give these guys any room to breathe because they're just going to take you for a ride, and that's what they've done. They've taken the thief out. Kran could be potentially next, unless he can get back onto node and maybe get some support. Although we are going to see the port come out from Xeon. Great rotation. Does he go back? I think he went through the port and then came back. I'm not too sure. But that was a good rotation from them. They cannot be offensive on this mine node. I don't think they should have gone for it in the first place. They are going to keep 1 cap, 2 cap back for rank 55 Dragons. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left. We have 50-point difference, but rank 55 are in the lead. Can they get this kill potentially on Zan over towards this henge mode? This is okay. Like you're heavy breathing right now. I'm not sure what's happening.
No, I was just sorry. I was just like, oh. I didn't actually make a sound. I was like, oh. That's
okay. But this could come down to a boss. Look at the lead now. It's only 30 points. Let's go and see.
They need a boss right now.
Well, they need to get their together because now they move to mid. I really feel like they kind of need to stop pushing this single point over on mine. They didn't get the decap that they wanted over on the mid point. They need to get the focus. Misha is the man to focus in this situation, or Snowball. Actually, I think it looks like they're trying to get the focus on Snowball. I really feel like pushing Misha might be a little bit of a better opportunity here. But look at this over towards the henge. They push Grim off point. Zan and then +1 by Sind is going to mean that they get a free cap. Actually, mid has been decapped as well, but still, the free cap, they really commit to mid now. This game is getting quite close. They get the kill. They need to snowball off of that. They still don't get the mid point because Misha's there, and they leave him. And Sin now can +1 mid if he wants to. Lord Helseth actually rotates back over towards mid potentially, and no, he doesn't. He actually moves back over towards the mine node. This is great rotation for rank 55 at the moment. If they were going to do it, it was going to be with the rotations. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Invictus are going to be able to get 2 boss kills as well. 30 points left. This is amazing play at the end of the game from rank 55. We snatch it back at the last moment. Xeon is going for a boss kill here. They get the kill on Misha. They need the points. And they need to get to 450. They need to get to the other side. There's 2 bosses. Oh my god, a kill as well. They need to get both bosses. This is going to be so quick. I don't think so. No.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh, wow.
You see,
I didn't like that push over towards mine from before, from the previous push. And I also didn't like the fact that it kind of hung around after some of their fights a little bit too long. They weren't as snap in their decision making as they were on Legacy of the Foefire either. But the thing is, you cannot underestimate and you cannot give rank 55 those guys a single chance to move. You have to be so good with your decision making. And the thing is, they got outplayed in the last 100 points. They just simply got outplayed. Rank 55 rotations were sick. Helseth was on it. Sind was going towards Henge, got the decap there. Misha came back on point after escaping, after we see Snowball killed. There was just so much awesome stuff coming out from rank 55.
I was just
giving them a round of applause.
I was just gonna go like, it's like not even just for round 55, but both teams. I think they both played well.
Yeah.
The problem I think was they just like Invictus felt the pressure. They were like, we can win